IGN's in the Granite with a very special guest, my friend Bobby Bronske, the boxer from Dorchester. And a laborer in the Union, 133. 133, shout out, salute. What's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
Good to see you, my friend.
Nice seeing you.
See, we don't worry. I don't worry about him because he's a clean guy and he just got done working. So how's the work treating you, Bob? Nice, easy gig?
Nice, easy gig. Nice, easy gig.
Nice. It's a good thing, brother. He's back to work after coronavirus and pretty good. I love brave Americans. I couldn't stand all these people driving around in cars by themselves with a mask on. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah,
You're terrified.
Terrified. And understandable, I guess, for certain people. I guess. I get it. I understand. I got to put yourself in other people's shoes. I'm not going to look down on them. But you got to be brave.
You got to be brave. You got to step up.
You got to do what you got to do, right? Man up. You got to man up. Or woman up, whatever the case may be.
You got to
right?
do you. You got to be you.
Right.
Do you. You got to take care of what you need to take care of.
Positive, and get your hands dirty and go fucking make it happen.
Yep.
I mean, what the fuck, the last 27 months of my life, almost 27 months, I've been going through a lot of craziness, you know, obviously, and I think they know, the world knows, but yeah, it was hard, but this guy right here is one of the guys that always, no matter what I ever needed, he was always there for me. He's like a dear friend that's always been there for me. Like, I got dear friends like him, and they're rare these days, to be honest with you. Because loyalty is royalty, in my opinion. He feels the same way. I feel the same way.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a lot of good friends like that. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of good friends, Boston and Quincy and Dorchester and all these areas in Boston metropolitan. But it's just not like it used to be. And I guess we got to change with the times. You know what I mean? He told me this about 8 months ago. You got to change with the times. He's right. He's right. He's right. It's not what it used to be, huh, bro?
No, life is not as hard as it used to be, but on one hand, it's harder.
Yeah.
People are softer.
I agree. Definitely. They don't even have no clue, huh? But they're like growing up in like the 70s and 80s. It's like, nah, it's the safest time to. I coddled my kids like you probably call. I know you call. We both coddled our kids, but at the same time, we taught them great work ethic. You know what I mean? They see us working hard. You just lead by example. Because you are a great guest and you're a great friend, obviously. But this podcast will become bigger. Obviously, I'll put money into it. Okay, that's how we do it in Boston, Quincy. West Quincy and Dorchester. Dorchester is it's a part of Boston, just like Quincy's connected to Boston. Two cities are connected right beside each other. I don't know why they never made them both the same city, but probably back in the old days, right? It was how
Dorchester is a section of Boston.
Of Boston, it's a borough.
West Quincy is
a borough of
Quincy.
Quincy. Yeah, it's What is it? 8 boroughs in Boston. There's 13 boroughs in Quincy. What's it? 8 in Boston, but it's bigger. Boston's a little bit bigger than Quincy.
I don't know. It depends on.
Well, you got Dorchester, Roxbury, Southie, East Boston, the North End, Cambridge. Well, Cambridge is by itself, right?
Cambridge is its own city.
Yeah, they don't have Boston cops, right? Somerville still has Boston cops.
No, they don't.
No, they have their own cops, right?
Yeah,
so Charlestown's part of Boston. That's 1 square mile. Everyone, I don't know if anyone knows about Charlestown, but Dorchester's a big area. All the way from Adams Corner, all the way Dot Ave runs all the way through Southie. For Christ's sakes, it's a big Dorchester. All my Dorchester friends are all solid stand-up guys. East Milton Square. Yeah, I know exactly where that is. That brings you right to Connie. That brings you right to Connie, right through, if you go straight through.
Yes.
If you take a left, that brings you to Franklin projects and all the projects.
Yep.
If you take a right, that brings you deeper into Milton and in the edge of Dorchester, too. The thing is us, you know what I mean? We always got to do things for our women, you know what I mean? Good women are hard to come by. And we're both blessed with fucking great women. Real recognizes real. Sour diesel. I never thought the day. I mean, I remember in '82 I was selling pot. You know what I mean? And it was illegal. I never gave a fuck that it was illegal back then. I never gave a fuck because it was all for mental reasons. I used it. It was all for calming me down. And smoking pot just calmed me down. I never seen fights break out. People smoking pot. I seen a lot of fights break out when people drank. So smoking pot was not a bad thing every day. As long as I went to the gym every day and trained, it never bothered me. It just kept me calm.
Right.
That's the reason I like pot. People they villainize fucking pot. Drinking is 10 times worse. They got liquor stores open every day. Go kill yourself every day. Here you go. Go fucking put booze in your system every single day. You'll kill your liver. You know what I mean? This is the safest thing to do every day without killing yourself. Tell them about how hard it is to go 3-minute rounds in an amateur fight board. Because most guys, street fighters, don't think it's hard. They think after fucking, I'll get through the first round. First round, they can't even hold their hands up after a minute. 30 seconds. They're putting their hands down. They can't hold them up no more. This guy takes fucking shots. He's got a chin like iron. And I seen it firsthand. All my friends seen it. We all went to his fights. I was always in this guy's corner for his fights. Trained with him 3 days a week. He trained 6 days a week. I just went with him 3 days a week for 2 hours. We'd go in there and train for 2 hours together. He trained, I trained. It was a good time. But he had 3 fights for cancer at 46, 47, and 48, right? 45, 46, 47?
46 and 48.
I remember, 2 years in a row, and then he took 1 year off and went back for another year. All for cancer. All for cancer. I respect him a lot for doing that. Did really well. A lot of guys can't put in that discipline and that sacrifice. Even working, sacrifice, he's at the gym every day, 6 days a week. I seen him. I mean, he's shredded. He looks great now. I'm just saying, you could tell he was training every day. You could tell when someone trains every day hard. You could tell when people just say, I train hard every day. They don't train. This guy trains, I train. I know that for a fact. I got 7 chronic illnesses. What are fucking other people's excuses? He knows my injuries. I don't need to get into it. I'll get into that on a later episode by myself. I told him I'm going to give him my whole biography, I guess.
I think there's enough internet space.
I know. But so many people have said, Robbie, you gotta fucking write a book. Dickie, fucking my wife, so many people have said you should write a book. You've been through so much shit.
It's called the American fucking Medical Journal.
And the American Hustle, too. Is the way it was. Growing up fucking in Quincy, West Quincy. Not every part of Quincy was like that.
It's weird.
West Quincy, though. I know it's weird.
It's weird. The kids today, they
have no idea, huh, Bronske? They have no idea. It is weird. It's really weird, bro, for me. So I know it's weird for you.
It's different to me.
Yeah, it's different to me, bro, too. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm glad my kids are really nice kids. You know what I mean? I'm glad.
It's a much better world.
Well, we're not all stressed out like we used to be. You know what I mean? Not stressed, not stressed, but we lived in a stressful environment all the time. I think I was in a stressful environment in the womb. I was around violence and drugs. My father and my mother. And God bless, I love my mother, don't get me wrong. And, I mended things with my father because I didn't meet him till I was 30 years old. But at the same time, I think I was already in that realm as a kid in the womb. I was already around that shit, violence and drugs. And that's what I ended up becoming, a fucking violent fucking drug dealer. It sucked. It didn't suck back then, but it sucks now that I'm older, 25 years away from it all. You know what I mean? It sucked. I wouldn't recommend that road. I wouldn't recommend it. If you can't handle it, I wouldn't recommend it. I could handle it, thank God. And I got a lot of breaks because I didn't have to sell my soul. I didn't rat on nobody, and people recognize that. Lawyers, judges, they noticed that, and they gave me a break 2 times, and I never proved them wrong. I was just very lucky. I got lucky in the system.
Yep, I got lucky. I grew up with a 2-parent home.
Yeah, you have a good,
nice house.
good mom and good dad.
Up. I'm just a fucking asshole.
But you're you're not an asshole. He's not an asshole. He just grew up crazy like me, though, too. Same idea. Yeah. But he had a better structure in his house than I did. I love all my friends' mothers and fathers. It's good to see. It's good to see that. My mother was a good mother to me, so I never had a problem with that. She just couldn't handle me. I didn't have a father to keep me in line. That's hard for a mother to do all that. You know what I mean? So I never put that on my mother. I love my mother. Over in Italy, Ma, I love you. I know you're coming back next month, or once the airport's open, you and Claudio coming back. Your mother lives 1 street over, his Claudio's mother, so it'll be good. You'll be back there with your mother, Claudio. And Bronske, you guys know Bronske, Ma, and Claudio. Remember when I was in Florida on Christmas Eve? Who came on Christmas Eve away from his family and came for my mother? Because she didn't, we both know, all right? Thank you. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate being there for my mother. But they're all the way over in Italy, them poor motherfuckers. But They don't love it over there no more, but they've had it good.
No one loves it over there right now.
Yeah, it's kind of they said it's getting better, but I'm glad they made it through. You know what I mean? A lot of people died over there.
A lot of people died everywhere.
Yep. God bless everybody that's died from coronavirus and couldn't go, and their friends and their family couldn't visit. I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. And God bless all you people out there that are family members and lost family members and people that lost anybody. It's just a horrible thing. And listen, people, just keep your heads on your shoulders. Everything will be better. Everything will be good. Keep your chin up. Get out there. Take care of yourself. Bronze, don't you agree?
Take care
of yourself, right? And then you don't got to worry about your immune system because you put your body in an uncomfortable position every day. It's not uncomfortable no more after a few days or whatever. So anyone thinks they can't get in shape out there, think again. Don't matter how old you are. He proved that in the ring. He proved that fighting 19, 20-year-olds. So it doesn't matter how old you are, people out there. Keep your spirit up. Bronske, anything you want to say before we jet today?
You're pretty good. You're right.
Thank you.
Right there.
Thank you, Bronske. Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it. No problem.